This is our last day. We're talking about what letter?
D.
D. We've been talking about D for?
Dinosaurs.
That's right, for dinosaurs. So everybody, tap on your brain, turn it on. Make sure you're listening to me, listening to my questions before you speak, okay? So, we know that dinosaurs were alive a long time ago. Dinosaurs are now extinct. Can you raise a cue, quiet hand, if you can tell me what extinct means? Martha Claire, what does it mean to be extinct? Every one of them died. They are no longer alive here on Earth. Dinosaurs are an example of an animal that is extinct. All right, so we know that. We also know that dinosaurs were alive a long, long time ago. And a long, long time ago, millions and millions of years, we know that our Earth looked very different than how it looks today. Our Earth did not have lots of continents. It had one supercontinent. And I've rewritten it up here. Kaylee, can you I'm asking for these quiet hands. Kaylee, can you tell me what it was called?
Pangea.
Very nice. Kiss your brain. That's right. It was called Pangea. It was one supercontinent. Now, there's two things that can happen that make our Earth change over time. Two things that the Earth can do to make itself change the way it looks. Can anybody help me with the two things that can happen to make the Earth change? I'm looking for a quiet hand. Can you remember one way that makes the Earth change, Ingrid? Well, not for that, but yes, volcanoes. Volcanoes can erupt. The hot lava rolls down the volcanic mountain. It starts adding layers and layers of rocks. It changes the way the land is formed. It can also create its very own islands. We talked about that a little bit with Hawaii. What's another thing that can happen that changes our Earth? That's right, earthquakes can happen. Quake, what letters do I need?
Q.
And its best friend? U. That's right. Earthquakes can happen. That shakes up the Earth. It can make it break apart. It can also make the Earth crash together and form things like mountains, okay? So that changes the way the Earth looks. So we no longer have one big supercontinent. How many continents do we have? You can all tell me how many altogether. How many continents do we have? We have 7. All right, if you'll help me, let me get my world map out. Let's say our 7 continents. Here we go. Africa, North America, South America, Australia, Asia and Europe, Asia and Europe, Antarctica, Antarctica. Very good, kiss your brains. All right. And our Earth is still changing. It changes a little bit every day, but we can't see those changes as much as we can notice how the Earth was millions of years ago as to compare to now. We still have earthquakes. We still have volcanoes that erupt. So a couple things that help our Earth change a little bit every day, okay? So, we know a lot of things about dinosaurs. We've learned that we've been able to sort dinosaurs. We can sort dinosaurs very easily into 2 groups. We can sort them by things that they eat. So let me ask you this, and I'm looking for quiet hands, so please don't shout out at me. If you eat nothing but plants, you've got flat teeth made for mashing. What kind of eater are you? Lily, you've got your hand up. If you eat nothing but plants. You have flat teeth, you eat nothing but plants. What are you? You are a plant eater. What's the name for a plant eater? A long neck's an example of a plant eater. Can anybody tell me what a plant eater is?
Herbivore.
Very good. Kiss your brain. An herbivore is a plant eater. Now, if you eat nothing but meat and you have very, very sharp teeth for tearing up meat, you are what kind of animal?
Carnivore.
Very good. A carnivore. Kiss your brain. So we know we can sort those dinosaurs into 2 groups based on just what they eat. If you eat plants with your flat grinding teeth, you're an herbivore. If you eat other dinosaurs with your sharp teeth, you're a carnivore. We also learned yesterday that we could sort dinosaurs into different groups. We know we can sort them into the ankylosaurs. If you're an ankylosaur, what do you have that makes you special? On the end of your tail, what do you have?
A ball.
A ball, a big old ball or club on the end of your tail. You're also low to the ground and have an armored, spiky back. We have cetopsians. What can you tell me about it? Yeah, that's right. They got the fancy hats on and maybe some horns and frills, okay? An example of a ceratopsian is like your triceratops, okay? Things like that. We also know you could be sorted into theropods. What do we know about theropods? Take a look at them.
A dinosaur.
It walks on, they eat meat, and it works, and it walks on, that's right, it walks on 2 legs, and it eats other dinosaurs. It's a carnivore. Those are your theropods. T-Rex, you're right, is an example of a theropod. All right? Who can tell me what kind of dinosaur group this is? Take a look at what's all along its back. That's right, kiss your brain. We can divide them into stegosauruses. Those are going to be the types of dinosaurs that have plates running down their back, spikes on their tails, okay? We can also group them into sauropods. What do we know about sauropods? They have long necks, so they must be what?
Eating plants.
So that makes them an
Hungry.
well, of course they're going to be not a carnivore if they're eating plants. They're going to be an herbivore. Those long necks, just think about the giraffe, are going to be used to eat the leaves and things off the top of the trees, just like this guy's doing in this picture. Then we also have the ornithopods. The ornithopods have what? Bananas on their heads, exactly. Kind of looks like they got bananas or moons on their heads. They can also look like they're wearing helmets, like skate helmets or bike helmets on their head. They're the beaked and they're the crested and helmeted and beaked dinosaurs. Very good. Oh, and then we have another group. They're not dinosaurs, but they were alive back in the time of dinosaurs. There are 2 examples of animals that are not dinosaurs. Ones that swim and ones that fly. So your plesiosaurs, things that are flippered animals that are swimming, they're not dinosaurs. And the ones that fly, examples of things like pterodons, those are also things that are not dinosaurs. Kiss your brains. Good job. Okay. You guys have really learned a lot about dinosaurs today. This is going to be our last day talking about dinosaurs, okay? We're moving on to a new letter today. That's right, letter E for egg. So, my story